And here we go, spawning in the bottom, spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Blackburn LE. We have the CranKy Duckling himself. Oh my god. Wait, what server are we on? We're on US East. Why are we on US East? Shaking my head. We'll see if we end up changing the lobby here, the game here, as spawning in the bottom right hand corner. We have going for a 12 pull. The red Zerg player himself, hailing from the land of Brazil, representing the CranKy Ducklings, it is Erik. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Blackburn, we have the Brazilian Protoss player representing Eximius Gaming. He just took down Eon. It is Eximius. And a massive shout out to Lord Loken in the chat for all of those bits. Unfortunately, I think those bits may have missed the jar on screen, because I think they went through when we were already switching scenes. I have to speak to Kuro about adding the jar to the scene here. I think it's meant to be here. I'm not too sure. We need more jar, 100%. Mate, Erik opened up with an incredibly aggressive opener, mate. He has just no fear, no respect. Link speed is already on the way. He went for a 12 pull into gas, into a hatchery, but this has been scouted by Shakti. He did go for the probe scout. He did confirm what is coming his way, and he should prepare. We do have Chrono already on the Zealot. It is going to be coming out here for Shakti. He's already here to make sure the wall is in fact a wall. And these initial lings shouldn't do too much damage. Up. As the lings are trying to, they kind of get us around, but there are only 4 lings, so they don't really do too much here. The other 2 are still chasing that probe. If all 6 lings were here, different story, but with only 4, yeah, Erik can't really do much, and as a result, he's in a really weird place. Sure, he's gonna get fast ling speed, but he's already put Shakti on notice. Like, I don't see a Ling Flood really working here. Crazy. Yo, but okay, hear me out though. Ling speed is about to finish up. The Adept just left. The Lings, they could slip into the... no, never mind. I was about to say the Lings could slip into the main, but we do have a full wall off in the end. Lings have to turn around, deal with this Adept. Otherwise, this Adept could wreak havoc in the bases of Erik. Up. And with this, the first Adept should go down. And we're going to get into a standard game from here. Erik, he's getting his third base up and running. He's droning up. I have to wonder if, one, it's Blackburn, so going for a 12 pull kind of makes sense because you can get across the map incredibly quickly. But he could also just feel confident or feel comfortable having map control like this. Like, the initial Adept got dealt with, you know, the Lings, could slip in. And they do! Oh my god, almost every single one slips in! Jesus Christ! Zealot, please! Yo, the Zealot was dancing with death and he just died. The Lings get in, they get a full scout as well. He confirms that we have glaives on the way. Ay, Shakti, por favor. And with that, immediately a Roach Warren is thrown down. Additional gases as well to keep up with that gas production to make as many roaches as possible. And yeah, beautifully done here by Erik. Those lings really coming in clutch. Did you know that Shakti was Zerg in the beginning? Oh my. He was also Nano. Or he was Shakti and then Nano and then Shakti. It's complicated. His name is quite complicated. Thank you so much, ARJ Skater, for the bits as well. So many bits. Thank you. Gracias. They do, of course, all add up. Meanwhile, the Adepts are across the map. Glaives is about to finish up. Just like the previous series, Shakti did not invest into a Robo or a War Prism. The Adepts, they're just waddling across the map. Because of that, there's not too much momentum here for Shakti, and enough time has passed where the Roaches are popping out. So these Adepts are really struggling to find any damage. To be fair, the creep spread is not ideal between these bases, so maybe Shakti can, again, catch Erik a little bit unawares, but at the moment, the roaches are on point. They're able to push away a lot of these adepts. Are they going to commit to the shade? They do not, as the additional lings were chasing them down. And behind this, again, just like his series against Eon, we have a Dark Shrine. Against Eon, though, we didn't see the DTs come into play. To be fair, Shakti didn't need them to take the series, so we'll see if these DTs can actually influence this game at all. Lair is on the way, though, and ooh, this time we do see a commitment into the shade. There were not enough lings to really deal with these adepts. Drones are going to start going down. Up, 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 up. Only one drone went down. Oh my god. The pool was just good enough. Meanwhile, there we go. We do have a commitment into the natural base. 6 drones, 7 even going down. And Shakti finally gets the damage that he was looking for. Finally, these adepts are paying for themselves. He even forces the drones to fight. You never want to see it. The adepts, they just don't stop. And in the end, 9 workers have gone down, a couple more after that. This will eventually be cleaned up, but Erik is far behind in that drone count. And here comes the 1-2 punch. The DTs are coming in. We do have access to an Overseer, but an Overseer needs to be morphed in. Oh my god, is this it? The DT shows up, the Queen at the 3rd goes down, more drones here, and the main will fall as well. Overseer is being morphed in, but it's a little bit too late. Oh my god, and this could just be game. The first DT at the 3rd finally gets cleaned up, but there's still a DT here in the main base. 20 drones have gone down. Erik, please. And Erik is going to make some magic happen here. So, Roach Speed is on the way. Once that finishes up, he can go across the map. But by the time he does, this is what Shakti has to do. Just defend. That's all he has to do. Get more shield batteries at his 3rd base. Focus on immortal production. And he's going to be perfectly fine. Oh god. There's just nothing that he has. And the problem is that these adepts are just keeping these roaches at home. It looks like these adepts shouldn't get too much damage though. Like there's only 2 of them. Oh. 3 more drones go down. I'm trying to think, okay, if you're Erik, what do you do in this scenario? Personally, I would be okay with like Burrow. Just like get Burrow and then commit into Tunneling Claws. Instead, to be fair though, that does take quite some time because you have to wait for Glau to finish and then you start Tunneling Claws. In the end though, Erik, he is just trying to macro back up. And I don't blame him. I do think that he feels like he is the more favored player. Even though he sustained a lot of damage, he can still kind of fight up. But, like, you gotta respect Shakti, though. That's the thing. Like, we got 4 gateways finishing up here. Blink is on the way. We're gonna have Immortals with Sentries and Blink Stalkers. Like, mate, they want to fight nothing but roaches. And nothing but roaches is what Erik has. Interesting move. This will hit faster. He does commit into Pneumatized Carapace. He is going for a Mass Overlord drop, not Tunneling Claws to hit the main base, and this needs to deal damage. The main is a little bit exposed. Only a little bit though. Like, we could be seeing a recall. Maybe Shakti. Okay, he's actually moving out at the same time. This is potentially best case scenario for Erik. It's either going to force Shakti to recall back home, or Shakti will commit to the base trade. It's going to be one or the other. Well, we do have some nice bile shots here. Oh my god, 2 Stalkers get picked off. And we see that massive drop into the main base. Are we going to see a recall? No, he tries to push up the ramp instead. Oh, and Erik is here to respond. Show me the biles. The biles do go down, and they actually connect with the army. Lings are flooding in. Erik, he's winning on 2 fronts. He's cleaning up the main army in the center of the map. Finally forces a recall, but it's a little bit too late. The Immortals are being picked off. And at the same time, the Roaches are in the main. DTs are here to clean things up, but there is detection. The main Nexus is going down. At the same time, Adepts are in the main of Erik. Chaos all over the place, but Erik did trade better overall. The Adepts are being cleaned up, and these Roaches, Shakti is having a very hard time dealing with them. GG gets called. Erik takes game 1. Oh my god. Wow. Erik had to make some he had to make some moves. You know, he had to do something crazy, and he went for the drop, and it was beautiful. All that Shakti had to do was defend, right? Like, the worst case scenario for Erik was if Shakti was just chilling at home, macroing up, right? Because he had a massive economic advantage compared to Erik. Even as Erik had killed a Nexus and killed a bunch of workers, at the end of that game, Shakti was still ahead in workers. Like, he had such a massive economic lead, and his production was finally kicking in. It was Shakti maybe a little bit over eager, going for the kill move, moving out across the map. Without a War Prism. Without a War Prism. I question that a little bit. Wow, GG. Oh my god. GG, welcome. This is an interesting feature of of Twitch. K-Zerg, welcome. First time in the chat. Hope you're enjoying yourself. This is, if you're here for the first time, this is a Latin American bi-weekly tournament called Copa Hyperion, where the best of Latin America duke it out. Speaking of the best, of course, we have players like Erik and Shakti, two very strong Brazilian players. If you have a look at the bracket, we have Cham as well, best Zerg in all of Latin America. Spent a lot of time in Korea. Unfortunately, because Kelazur is living in Europe, he doesn't typically show up for these sorts of events. Special does every now and then. It depends if he wakes up early enough. That's the big thing for Special. Especially when he was residing in Korea. At the moment, I believe he's in Mexico, so this is at a better time for him. But since it's the off season, I imagine he is taking a bit of a break. Oh boy. And here we go. Game numero dos. Meanwhile, Guy in the chat. Welcome, Dastan. Funada Dastan in the chat. Shaking my head. It's been so long since I've seen you here. I hope you are doing well. For those wondering, Dastan is a Chilean Protoss player. A very good one at that, but unfortunately busy with his career. He did finish his medical studies at the start of the year, and now he's a full-time medical engineer. So feels bad, man. Feels bad. We miss you. But I hope you're doing well. Less than 3. Dastan, less than 3. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player representing our very own team, the CranKy Ducklings, going for a 13 pool. Oh my god. 13-12, let's go! It is Erik. Oh my god. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Brazilian Protoss player representing Eximius Gaming. It is Shakti. Why is Yako Warrior? Yaku's dream, it's an odd dream, but for a very long time, Yaku wanted to grow facial hair, and he can't. So he made an MS Paint. Oh wait, was it Yaku or was it Milk? I think it was Milk, if I'm not wrong. But he did MS Paint himself there, looking like McCree from Overwatch, adding that beard and a mustache. It's beautiful. Meanwhile, Lings are already on the way. Yo, Erik once again sending everything across the map. Ooh, but we do have a probe scout from Shakti, so he should be able to respond to this. The Lings this time, though, they don't waste their time with the probe. They're just being sent across the map. We have a chrono on the initial zealot. Is it going to come out in time, though? That is the question, because the Lings, they're going, and we still have more on the way behind this. Oh my god, the probes are pulled, so a wall is here for Shakti. Is the micro going to be strong enough? Ooh, as the zealot comes out just barely. The wall's not a wall! Oh my god, it didn't even matter! I'll be honest, I thought that shade of the building was actually like part of the terrain. So the Lings, they do flood in. A couple of workers are going down. Decent micro so far by Shakti. He does keep the Zealot alive, but there's still a gaping hole here in this wall, and more Lings are showing up. Oh, another pylon's being focused down in the main base. The Zealot is still busy. The first Adept does come out, but it is not going to come out in time to save this pylon. Nice pickoff so far here by Erik. What's important is that behind this, Erik hasn't droned up. Ling's speed is about to kick in, mate. He's gonna flood in. The Zealot. Oh, it almost got surrounded. Speaking of surrounded, though, that's exactly what happens to this Adept. As the Adept gets picked off. Oh god, Warp Gate's not done. It's not on the way. There just wasn't enough gas. Oh my god, Shakti was trying desperately to mine as much gas as possible. These Lings here are finally being dealt with, but again, we have Erik has not made a single draw in this game. He does not want to play out this series at all. He just wants to end it. This pylon is so exposed, by the way. I'm so surprised that he hasn't tried to go for it. Another surround on the Adept. The Zealot just can't keep up. The pylon! Yo, is the pylon gonna go down before the Adept comes out? Mate, it's gonna be so close, but it looks like the Adept just barely comes out. But not before everything gets depowered. Aye. Erik here on hard wire, having none of it. Fastest series in the tournament. GG gets called. Erik takes it 2-0. Wow. Oh my god. GG. Well played. Congratulations, Erik. He does take it in a very convincing fashion. Very quick fashion. Both games. Game 1, he went for a 12 pool as well. He went for a different kind of opener, to be fair. It wasn't as committed. But, wow. GG. Well played. And with that, Erik moves on, I believe, to the semifinals. What? Hold on. What just happened? Cham got knocked out. What happened? Everyone, hold on. What? Hold on. What is happening? Everyone, we see the bracket, and Master 2-0 Cham? No. I'm messaging the admin right now. Did Master 2-0 Cham, or was that a forfeit? Did Cham not show up? Because I am shocked. I am shooketh. My god. What? Toxavier confirmed. Cham got 2-0'd. Get in here, Darking. Get in here.